Welcome to the Watershed Learning Network. In this module, we will focus on the concepts of urbanization and gentrification. Urbanization is the process whereby a society changes from a rural to an urban way of life. It also refers to the gradual increase in the proportion of people living in urban areas. The world is becoming more urban. Until relatively recently, most of the world's population lived in rural areas. Currently, more than 50% of the world's population lives in urban areas, and this is expected to increase. The United Nations predicts that by 2030, urban areas are expected to contain 60% of the world's population. Moreover, 1 in every 3 people in the world will live in cities with at least 500,000 inhabitants. Urban development is complex. City populations can grow and shrink through time. For example, right now Atlanta is a growing city and Detroit is a shrinking city. The rate of human population growth and the reasons driving why cities are either growing or shrinking can impact when, where, and how development occurs, the age and condition of infrastructure such as drinking water and wastewater infrastructure, environmental conditions such as flood risk during rain events, and the overall human condition. Whether growing or shrinking, city governments often attempt to stimulate growth and development of new areas by enhancing services available to residents. These can include, but are not limited to, increasing transportation options, enhancing the amount of and quality of green space, and by addressing negative environmental conditions and/or replacing aging and obsolete infrastructure. This type of development can be very positive for local residents. Increases in services can enhance the quality of life people experience in cities, and investment in a neighborhood may also increase local job opportunities. However, increasing the services or amenities of a given area can drive up the cost of living and create situations where local residents can no longer afford to live in their communities. Gentrification is the process of renewal and rebuilding accompanying the influx of middle-class or affluent people into deteriorating areas that often displaces poorer residents. Freshwater resources, such as rivers, lakes, and streams, can be huge amenities for cities. For example, as seen in this image, the city of Austin in Texas has invested in building infrastructure such as parks and trails to allow city residents to interact with the Colorado River. However, similar development in urban watersheds often impacts residents in different ways, creating potential issues of environmental justice and equity.